All right. So, picking up from where we last left off, last time, after receiving quite the beatdown from a blood witch, some of you being completely ambivalent to the whole conversation, confronted your ally Zaz about his origins. Zaz, a couple drinks in, had maybe accidentally spilled the beans about him originating from the realm of Ravnica. After some discussions on the topic and some of you succumbing to the corpse fruit cider's effects, you were approached by an elderly elf named Eugene, who had agreed, along with the rest of the town, to pay you 2,500 gold up front. Crumble.
Sorry.
Who had agreed to pay you 2,500 gold up front in order to dispose of the town's banshee problem. Seeing monetary gain in your future, you all very quickly headed to the Bone Orchard, where, when confronted with the banshee, a carefully crafted and well thought out encounter, Zane used one cast of suggestion and fucked up the DM's plans.
Womp.
Yeah. After realizing that the will-o'-the-wisps in this orchard outnumbered you and would ultimately lead to your demise, you fled, returning to the tavern for a long rest, much needed. Waking up in the morning, Quirin had discovered his mother had left, apparently to go commune with the lake, and you all decided that today was the day to go out and experience Ashbourne's fabled market, something that happens once a week. Walking out of the tavern, you were greeted with the entire town being set up in a series of stalls and shops, akin to the largest farmer's market any of you have ever been in. After walking around for a couple of minutes, you were confronted by a familiar voice, as the Eric Akra Cooper stood on top of the roof of a nearby building and told the townsfolk that this was a robbery, the town had been sealed off, his operatives were amongst them, and if they could all line up in an orderly fashion and deposit their goods and valuables at his feet. And that is where we will pick up today. So, Cooper has made his orders. What would the rest of you like to do?
Gonna wave at him.
He waves back. It's like just kind of more like a. I'm not sure if you know what a farmer's salute is, like the two fingers and the thumb, just kind of like the one wave.
Yep.
Yep.
Cooper, we need to talk. There is a problem.
Now's not really the best of time there, Quirin. I'm kind of doing my thing. We can talk at a later date there, big guy.
People turn to toads. You might not want to do this.
People turn to toads every day. I don't really know what he means by that. At this point, the entire crowd can't hear Quirin, but Cooper's voice is still amplified, kind of like over a loudspeaker by some magical means. And when he says turns to toads every day, you kind of hear a voice go, "No, really! Somebody turned into a big fucking frog and killed another one." That sounds like a you problem, but if you could all just kindly get in a line.
It's going to happen again.
I'm 100% positive it will happen again. That's great. Anywho, we're going to everyone get in a line. You see kind of townsfolk kind of, looking terrified, slowly start lining up, trying to commune themselves and begin a queue.
Well, I tried. Anybody else?
I just take my shackles and hold on to them tightly.
Okay.
I don't have any ideas for this. Do we watch them get pilfered, or what do we do?
I don't know if he wants us to line up as well.
I'm pretty sure he does.
We could ask.
Cooper!
He kind of smiles and that, like, I'm trying to be polite because you're my friend, but you're kind of irritating me now smile. Yes, Quirin!
Other than the toad thing, do you want us to line up as well?
Kind of looks at you for a second. Yes.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm gonna pop my head up. Why?
Oh my god.
He kind of closes his eyes for a second, and his two fingers kind of go up in between, it's just like the bridge of his beak, and he's like, you know, as much as I love the philosophical questions, my very fungus-filled friend, I'm here to rob everybody, and so is my team. So if you could all kindly move
How do we know
along.
there's a team?
Oh my god.
Sorry, Cooper.
He kind of pauses for a second. He looks up and he goes, you know, I recognize that voice, but I can't place a name. I started with an A. I'm going to start with Abraham. Right? Abraham. Okay. Abe here, he's now kind of looking over the crowd, wants to know if there's actually a team. And to that I say, and he snaps his fingers, and in the back of the crowd you hear a "Ah!" as you look, and suddenly there's just a body thrown up and kind of lands on a nearby table.
You know, we do have magic users here as well.
How
This
does
is
your
some
team?
sort of cheap parlor trick. I don't know.
How does Cooper's team know he isn't gonna screw them over at the end?
People are starting to line up, and there's a pile forming of just knickknacks. There's, excuse me, swords and various there's crates of what looks like oranges. It just looks like people are just kind of grabbing whatever they've got for the day and just putting it in a pile, and they're slowly kind of.
Cooper, how do you plan on transporting all of these goods that you get from everybody in the town?
That is a great question, Antonio. So, I'm not going to tell you because I don't like you.
I'm gonna go tromping over to the line.
Okay.
But
Queer,
Cooper,
what do
when am I gonna
Where,
get
you're
my
getting
stuff
in
back?
line?
Why not?
He's
So
robbing the
all
town,
of-
so we have to stop him.
So all of the money that we've worked for, we're just gonna give him?
No, that's not happening at all.
So you're just gonna give him the diamonds that you wanted?
You don't
so
know about the
badly?
diamonds.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
I
nobody knows
know.
about diamonds except for me.
Sorry. My bad.
So Quirin, you're just going to give the shiny, beautiful mantle that you just got from your mother to this fucking bird.
Well, I was planning on tossing in a mouse head. He did not say anything about, giving me anything. I was just getting in line.
I'm not sure if I follow, but you know what? I trust you.
That would be a
I'll
good
go
way to
and
get
join
close to Joe.
Quirin.
Okay.
Fine, I'll join him.
Okay.
Guys, what the fuck?
Is Zane saying this, or is Spoolie saying this?
Both. Both.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, whatever.
We have been in worse though, Zane. Could be worse.
I say we get really close, and when he comes to take the stuff, we just spear him. We'll just shish kebab him and
He
light
is
him on fire.
very quick. If you wanted to do something, you do it now. Use the magic.
I mean, well, I'm gonna have some magic. I don't have magic like Zane.
We'll talk to, Mo. No, not Mo.
Zaz, can you just
Zaz,
create
yes.
lightning anytime? Zaz,
Oh.
you awake?
Sorry, what?
Can you just create lightning anytime?
I mean, pretty much.
Can you do the thing that you did
Oh,
in the
wow,
first
Michelle,
one?
come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Can you do the thing you did with the thunderstorm? With the giant rock bird thing?
Yeah, sure, but do we have a backup plan in case maybe something doesn't pan out?
Run away?
Ah, yes, the strongest of all backup
We
plans. is
kind of
just
need to
leave.
deal with the situation with, the sludge.
What?
We don't really
Right.
have anything to bargain with.
We bargain with.
Obviously, fighting him might not work out, so running away is the only option. We have nothing to bargain with.
Yes, but if it's not bargaining. If you run away, the slot will take over, kill everybody, and then spread. We have to deal with that. This I do not care about. Cooper can do whatever. You guys deal with him. I like him.
I thought you
He's
I
fine.
thought you didn't like this town.
I hate
What
this
do you care
town.
about slads?
Because Slad, as my mother said, will spread. It does not stay in town. It will go everywhere.
Slat is bad.
Yes, saying slad is bad.
So we have to stay. Otherwise, big problem.
Man, we
At
really
this
are
at this
weak.
point, Cooper pipes up and goes, "You should listen to your big friend, as well as when you're planning to overthrow someone robbing an entire town. Do not do so in the open where he can hear you.
Didn't you know it's rude to eavesdrop? Did
Didn't
they
you
not
know
teach
it's
you
rude to
this
talk out of turn? Stay in line and be quiet there, Matthew. Matthew, yeah.
Matthew.
I guess they don't give Aarakocras the same education they give humans.
Or half-orcs, for that matter.
Oh. Corin's from the mountains, and at least he can speak well.
Knows people's names, possibly.
Mm.
You are being very fussy for men standing in line.
You have a point. I just don't want to. See, normally I'd go in and attack him, but I have a feeling he's sneakier than I am. Because the last time I tried, I died. So I'm a bit hesitant.
Yeah, shame on that one.
At this point, the line is moving forward, and you guys are kind of snaking around a spot where people were eating, and you can see that the line's just kind of like haphazardly snaking around the entire farmers market, and everyone at this point is now pretty much in line. And one by one, people are just putting their possessions in this pile, and this pile's getting pretty big. Cooper's just kind of there nodding.
What are we supposed to put in this pile, Cooper?
Have you ever been robbed before?
Yes, by you. But
Oh,
specifically,
excellent.
what specifically would you like to see in the pile?
Well-
I'm curious as to what things really turn your crank.
How about this? You put down everything on your person there, Alexander, and I am pleased.
So you just want a bunch of naked townsfolk running around?
Well,
He
I have
really
no...
is a pervert.
Oh, you know me. He kind of clicks his beak a little bit, and he kind of looks over and goes, "Quirin, there's 3 intelligent people in your party and 2 stupid ones, and the stupid ones keep talking.
Cooper, I have another question for you.
Do you now?"
Yes.
Sorry, Cooper.
You're such a wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I won't call you a thief. I'll call you a businessman. Why aren't you showing off your amazing talents and skills and just
You
getting
know-
people to do all the work for you?
You are entirely right there, Arthur. I should show off my talents. And you know what? Alastair, what's your armor class?
16.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's a boom, and an arrow catches you right in the shoulder. You are going to take 1, 2, 10.
You guys realize I'm trying to distract him, right?
You take 19 points of piercing damage.
That hurt a whole lot.
Looking up, you see him with a very ornately carved short bow. He's just kind of almost like spinning it like a basketball on one kind of feather finger type thing. Kind of
That's
just
that seemed to have hurt, but I mean, you did miss. Why did you just aim for my shoulder?
well,
if
it's
you're
kind
such
of
a good
hard for
rogue?
you to surrender all of your stuff.
Yes,
if
but when I'm
you're
a body,
dead.
you can just take it, can't you?
Yes, let's see. I'll go down with the guy who's obviously a healer, take your stuff myself, and open myself up to your big friend there with the axes, or your other friend there with the very obvious sharp sword, or the purple guy who I'm assuming does some kind of energy shot.
Hi.
I don't care if you kill him. Will not stop you.
I'm not gonna trust you.
Okay.
Fair enough. Good.
Quirrell and Cooper have the weirdest relationship.
It comes with the territory.
It really
if
does.
if no one else is gonna jump on this fucking, like,
We have two spellcasters doing nothing.
yeah, I'm trying to fucking distract them, but nobody wants to take the fucking initiative. All right.
Just let it play out.
Am I doing something?
Are
I don't
you?
know, man?
We
Are
got two
you?
spellcasters.
You're the spell. You can decide to do something on your own, Jordan.
I'm aware, but I don't want to like conflict and then two people are casting spells at the same time.
The only other one is Zane.
Hello.
Hi. I'll just. Real quick, does metal kind of like corrode in, say, a gelatinous cube?
Gelatinous cube will corrode most anything, yes. Metal, slightly slower, though.
I'll remember that. I'm just gonna cast Call Lightning plus Cooper.
Okay, let me just bring up Call Lightning. Just Call Lightning at its regular?
Yeah. Just at the it's 3rd level.
Yeah, 3rd level. Okay. Give me 1 second here. And it's a 3rd level spell?
Yep.
Okay, and that's a saving throw from me, right?
Yeah. Dex 14 save.
Okay. So, 1 sec here, actually. Let me just quickly double check something.
Can I cast it to purposefully miss?
I'd say you could cast it next to him.
A warning shot.
Well,
Okay.
he's scared of it. I'm not necessarily trying to hurt him. It's more just like the shock and awe.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I'll say you can cast it. He's not going to make the saving throw. So as this is kind of talking and Alastair is milking an arrow in his shoulder, there's suddenly a coalescing of clouds above Cooper, and he kind of looks up and goes, "Oh yeah, that's not good." Okay, all right. So he kind of starts flapping his wings, and he goes, "So here's what's going to happen now. Since your lovely friend got so trigger happy, I'm going to go."
Gonna cut him off. I'm gonna use channel divinity abjure enemy.
Okay.
As an action, you can choose one creature within 60 feet of you that you can see to make a wisdom saving throw 15.
Okay.
If they fail it, the creature is frightened and its speed is reduced to 0 for
Okay.
1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Nat 18.
Damn. Right.
So he kind of pauses for a second and goes, "You guys are funny."
Ray of
Sorry,
sickness.
big swig of water from Tanner here. He
He's
goes,
within 60 feet, right?
yeah, about that. By this point, yeah. You have an action in mind?
Ray of sickness.
Okay. Read that to me real quick.
Range spell attack. On hit, target takes 2d8 poison damage and must make a Constitution saving throw. If they fail, they are poisoned until my next turn.
Okay, so go ahead and make your ranged spell attack then.
Oh, no, that's a YouTube link.
Rickroll.
Let me copy and paste this for the night. Come on, Dice God. 15.
Nope. So, sorry, you cut me mid-chew. I thought you were going to take longer than you did. Shoot. You kind of fire, and he kind of moves to the side a little bit. He's still kind of flapping his wings on his back. And he goes, "Okay, so I did have something to say, and I was informed that you four were the kind that liked to talk, and you were super friendly, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So
You shot him. You fired the first shot. Or am I blind?
no, you're just stupid. You talk way too much, and you really shouldn't. You don't have the intelligence.
Huh.
My God. Well,
Zane,
I
this
have.
is your cue to hit.
I don't think Zane's at the computer right now.
Sorry.
Oh nope, they're there. He goes, so what I'm gonna do is I have to meet up with someone, and I'm gonna continue on in the direction that I was heading to go meet up with them. I'll send them your regards. I was told to look out for you. I wish you all the best of luck. And he starts flying off.
Bye, Cooper.
Bye, Quirin.
I don't.
I'll tell
trust this.
Dacrin you say hi.
Thank you.
Wait.
Who's Dacrin?
He's my
Corin,
friend.
you don't think that Dacrin would align himself with somebody that's disgusting as him?
Mo, what's your armor class?
17.
Suddenly, an arrow flies past your face and just in the ground next to you. It came from a different direction than where Cooper flew from.
I'm just. I can gauge the direction.
It's
I
to
lo-
your right.
I'd like to take a look around from where the arrow came from.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can I
let's do
gauge where that came from?
Anyone who's looking for stuff, make a perception check.
Still in line.
But he's gone.
People are still putting their shit in a pile.
Yeah, there are still people around.
Ooh, baby.
Another 18. Nice.
Okay. So we got two 18s.
Yeah.
So Laster and Mo reacting to
I
the
got
arrow.
318.
3 18s.
Oh, Jesus. And Zane as well. Looking around, because you guys rolled so high, you're able to tell, looking over, you see behind you, maybe 15 to 20 people back after the line is curved around, there's somebody kind of tucking something behind a cloak. But all three of you rolled really high. So looking around, Zane, looking right ahead of you, you notice that while everyone else is looking forward, there seems to be a skinnier gentleman, a number of people ahead of you, who seems to be looking back a lot more often than he should be. Alastair as well, you notice someone near the front of the line, when pulling out all of their valuables to put stuff in, only drops coppers and leaves a short bow at their side and continues off.
Okay. I know they hurt a
That-
whole lot. You know
that
what?
guy that made the false drop in the line. Where is he walking past us or?
No, everyone seems to be just kind of going back into the farmer's market and just kind of sitting down. Upset. They just got robbed.
I'm going to break the line and nonchalantly walk over, kind of towards this person, just watching to see what they do.
Okay.
I'm not confronting them. I'm just kind of walking close to them, their area, see what happens. I want to watch if he moves or does anything.
Walking up to him, he's kind of got his head down with a hood. But you notice that he turns and he's looking at you and he's watching you.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna walk over to Alastair.
Staying in line.
Okay.
Anybody else?
There's still Cooper's goons and stuff around, right?
That's what they're
Yes.
looking at now.
I'm gonna go get in line.
Okay. All right. Line keeps going. Alastair, Mo, you're no longer in the line. So you're both just
Correct.
kind of standing there out of the line?
Yeah, I'm not in the line either.
You're not either? Okay.
I was never
Where-
fucking in the line.
Well, then specify. Where are you?
Just standing off outside the line.
Alrighty. What are you
I'm
guys
gonna
doing?
walk-
Just going through the
I'm
line?
gonna walk right up to that person and flash a smile and see what happens.
Hmm.
Alright, I gotta get the cat.
Yeah. Just give me a second here.
Hello there. I don't believe I've seen you before.
Kind of
think it's
looks
a-
up. Looks up and goes, "It's because you're not from here. You haven't seen many of these people before. Maybe you should get back in line. You'll get us all killed."
Oh yeah, I'm sure you'd love that.
You
I know
mean
the town
you
seems
with
to
that
hate
false
me.
drop? You mean
I
you
dropped
with
what
that?
I had.
What about that bow that's right there?
Just an old bow. No reason they
Oh,
want
that's
it.
not everything you have, though, is it?
Guy's not
Also-
here anymore.
Also,
That's
you
what I thought.
said these people. You didn't say my people or Ashbourne. Somebody from here would have said it differently.
Mo, in your back, suddenly you feel an arrow. And that's with sneak attack damage. 10.
What was that to hit?
Fucking 21.
Shield.
And, okay, what's your armor class currently?
That'd
17, it'd
be
go up to 22.
23.
Kind of hard
plus
to have a
5.
reaction when the shot's from behind. It has to be a creature.
Oh,
you can-
okay.
When
Okay.
the attack's made for a reaction.
Oh, that's fine.
13. And then, Mo, you were at full health, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you are going to go and take 23 points of piercing damage.
I'm going to attack the guy in front of me.
Okay.
With using bonus action to do Searing Smite at first level.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh boy. 27?
27 hits and roll damage. And I will get
Oh.
you guys your visual aid.
Beauty.
Okay. Oh shit. How many?
Goddamn Rangers.
2d6 plus 6 plus another d6 of 3d6 plus 6 and then 1d6 burn damage potentially.
Wait, plus 9 to hit?
Yep.
God damn. You put me to shame.
3d6 plus 6 and then another 1d6 of burn damage. Or wait, how does it work? No, that's next turn. So
Tell me
16
when you
damage.
guys can see the map there. Can you guys see the map?
No.
It is loading.
31
One more.
out
One
of
chunk
40.
left.
Okay. What's the total damage there, Corey?
16. And he is set
16.
ablaze.
Okay. So
There
you
it
kind
is.
of bring the greatsword down. He's and he's on fire. You see him pull a dagger out, and I need everyone to roll for initiative, please.
Okay.
Oh, did I do that right?
Nope, that's not right. Why was it? What? Why was it Reverend Horton Heat? I didn't copy that. What the fuck?
Okay, what's Reverend Horton Heat? Was that like 30?
I don't.
Yes.
Why was that in my. What? When the fuck? What?
What is
Oh.
it?
Oh no.
Is it exclamation point space roll?
No, expert
No.
roll space.
Yeah, I did that.
I got 11. That's what I got. We got a 3. We
Did
got
you
8.
press enter?
That's weird. My first roll didn't go.
I think it's above the music, which.
No, it didn't. No, it's Elasters.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Okay, so what did everybody get? Starting at people who are above 15.
No one.
Wait, roll?
10 between 10 to 15.
11. Oh.
Okay. 14, Zaz.
a big
11 was
ass
Alastair.
Yeah. This is a fucking huge map, man.
I make them big. Between 5 and 10.
8.
This is a huge hunga bunga
And
map.
Zane has 6.
And then Mo was at the end.
3.
God damn. All right, top of the round. Let's see, he's still hidden. Give me 1 second here. Just getting something arranged here. It is a big map. That's why.
God damn. Oh my god, that thing goes on forever.
Yeah. So, Mo, what was your armor class again?
17.
Okay. Ooh, suddenly another arrow just goes shoo, right past your head. It is now Buddy Set on Fire's turn. He is
So
going
it's
to
1d6 at the top of the round.
He's hurting pretty bad actually. You said it was 16 damage originally, yeah?
Yeah, 16 damage, and then 1d6 at the top of its round.
Yep.
Unless he tries to put it out.
Well,
Or he still takes the damage, but yeah.
he still takes the damage. So he's gonna quickly pat the flames out as an action, and then as a second action, he's going to kind of bring a dagger up towards you, Alastair. You have a high armor class, correct?
Fairly. It's a Constitution saving throw. Put out the fire.
Oh, is it? I thought it was just an action.
Oh, wait, hold on a sec. Fire damage to the target and causes the target to ignite in flames at the start of each turn until the spell ends. The target must make a con saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 1d6 fire damage. On a successful save, the spell ends. If the target or creature uses an action to put out the flames. Okay, so the con is 15. That was my bad. Sorry.
That's an 11. He takes the damage anyway. So he's going to
Okay.
take the action, put out the flames.
Yep.
Okay. Then he's going to take an attack against you, which is a 24 to hit.
Hits.
And that is going to do. That is 10 points of piercing damage because it's a stab, not a slash.
Okay.
And that's going to end his turn. Zaz, you are up. What would you like to do?
So they're fighting that dude, A.
Yep.
And me and Queer are in this line.
Yep. And then Zane's off to the side there. You don't know where other people are, but you do know that Mo has been shot twice now.
But I haven't been attacked.
Nope.
I'm gonna ready a spell in case I get attacked and stay in the line.
Okay, so what spell are you readying?
I'm gonna ready Thorn Whip.
Okay. And if the trigger for that is if you are attacked?
Yep. If I'm attacked within 30 feet.
Just make a note of that. All right. With that, gentleman Zane that you had noticed before is going to turn around and begin to make a lunge towards Quirin. And he is going to take a stab at him with a short sword.
The fuck?
Man, how come we didn't notice the guy with the obviously outlaw clothing?
Yeah, right?
That is another 24 to hit. This is rolling 19s a lot.
That hit.
Yeah, I know it does.
Mhm.
That is 8 points of piercing damage. And then he is going to run amongst these stalls here. And he's going to take his bonus action, and he is going to disappear underneath the tables. Let's see. Laster, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take another attack at this champ
All
here.
right, go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay. 24.
24 hits.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to also attack.
Okay.
So I just rolled them twice. 14.
14 does not hit.
Okay. So 18 damage. Both. Wow, full damage.
Ooh.
666. You just cleave him right fucking in half.
Excellent.
The two pieces fall to the ground. Just.
Does anybody else want any?
Not really.
Look where that's coming from. Somebody.
It's actually Karamat.
Oh.
Blaster, is that end your turn?
I'm going to move my 30 feet
Yep.
towards, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Zane.
it's my turn.
Zane, watching all of this happen, kind of from afar, and Quirin nursing a wound, you hear something behind you that sounds kind of like a... but you're not entirely sure where it came from. Zane, you're able to discern this as someone just cast a spell, but you're not sure which one.
Okay.
All right, Quirin, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh fuck, I'm standing in line. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Oh,
First level.
motherfucker.
Back up to full.
Okay. And?
And I'm gonna look around. See where that guy went for the stalls. I can't make an
check
action.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, to check
So
like that would be
so
an
I'm just gonna look around and go, what the fuck?
All right. With that, it is Zane's turn.
I want to take out my rod.
Okay.
Yes. And I am going to.
Now you can make a perception check to try and see where these things are.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
All right, go ahead and roll a perception check. 17.
Nice.
Michelle, roll a d6, please.
Okay.
Five? Okay. Looking around, looking behind you, eventually your eyes set upon somebody who definitely doesn't look like the others, just due to the fact that his clothing seems much plainer than the well-made stuff of Ashbourne or the people visiting in their best clothes, as well as he has a quite an important beard. Looks pretty good.
Quite an important beard.
Yes, it's like just dominating his face.
Okay.
He's looking at you as well. Now that perception check is your action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing, Zane?
You said it was my action, so my turn's
That's-
over.
Okay, you're ending your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Top of the round. Buddy's dead. Mo, you turned around to look where that shot was after your last
Yes.
last turn,
Yes.
right? Okay. So you're facing that way. It is your turn.
Which way am I facing? East?
You are currently facing towards the southeast.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna come down, kind of right down here by Alastair,
Okay.
and I'm gonna roll a perception check, see if I can find where the shot came from.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your perception check as your action. 17. Ooh. So, looking around, you're looking for where the shot is, and you kind of hear something scuttling on the ground in front of you as you see somebody on all fours going from table to table. Is that your turn, Mo?
I'm just gonna kind of point at the noise and yell
Bring
to
it to the
Alastair.
attention of everyone.
Yeah, bring it to the attention so it's common knowledge. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
All right, top of the round. As you do this, Mo, another shot comes at you. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And that one is grand total of 14 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Boom! Arrow right in the front. You kind of feel it, the head of the arrow grind against your rib cage. Just, it went pretty deep. Someone's got a real good shot at you. Zaz, is now your turn.
I'm gonna moonbeam the dude over in C there.
Grenade down moonbeam.
Okay, so Mo kind of points him out, and then Mo, as you point him out, let me just move over here.
From the heavens.
Suddenly there's just from the heavens just a as oh god, moonbeam won't sit on top. Why not? We'll just say it's on top of him just for the sake of visualization. Just a, and that's a con saving throw, correct?
Yep, con 14.
Nope.
So you didn't save?
He did not save, no.
Okay.
Get ready to be vaporized.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't realize that was a...
14. There's like a he's like ah! He just as he kind of like you see like some of the fucking the lighter fabric on him just kind of start to ignite. Ah! All right. Anything else from you, Zaz?
Stay in the line.
All right. Now it's this guy's turn. That's a natural 1 on the saving throw.
Do it. Hit him again.
Do it again.
Hit him again, Cletus.
Oh.
Oh.
He only has 17 health. So
Alright,
as
perfect.
he's just screaming in pain. Is just, and he fucking just vanishes. God damn. Okay, well that's it for him. Alaster, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take the Lantern of Revealing out of my bag and use an action to light it, and then I'm going to use a bonus action to turn around and sweep it across everyone.
Okay.
While lit, this hooded lantern burns. Okay, but whatever. In a 30-foot radius for dim light and dim light for an additional 30 feet. Invisible creatures and objects that are visible as long as they are in the lantern's bright light.
Okay, so it's you reveal things within 30 feet of you.
60 feet.
Within 60 feet.
Because it says 30-foot radius, and then dim light for another 30 feet. Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they are in the lantern. Oh, bright light, so it is 30 feet, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nothing comes up.
Okay, I will take my movement to go this way.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Zane, the gentleman that you had witnessed before with his epic beard, suddenly realizing that he's been found out, starts to make motions with his hands. 1 second here, as I just... And he is going... He's going to move, and then he's just going to release his hands, kind of like a Kamehameha, right at you, Zane.
Okay.
I'm going to reveal him on the map here. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
He's a wizard man.
He's a wizard!
He is like your stereotypical wizard, yes.
This
How
Merlin
did we miss him in the
motherfucker.
queue?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay, sorry, he attacked me?
Yes, so dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Come on, Michelle, you've got godly stats.
Yeah.
Ooh, 12 does not save though, so this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. 2, 4, 6, 12, 17, 21, 24, 26 points of that is lightning damage. He kind of looks and he's like, "Arr!"
What?
Just like in the best old man voice he fucking can. Just as you're there, just like Ash Ketchum after Pikachu got pissed off, kind of. And then he is going to start trying to take off as
Can I
best he
cast
can.
Hellish Rebuke?
You certainly can with your reaction, yes.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
All right, then do so.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving throw. He's an elderly wizard, so that's probably not going to happen. What's the DC on that? Is it still...
I don't
Oh,
know
that's
what
an
the
at
DC
5.
is.
It doesn't matter anyway. Yep, no, that hits. So that would be, what, 2d10?
Yeah, oh,
damage?
sorry, ignore that.
That's fine. Oh!
Yes!
Oh, he's got a little bit more health than everyone else, thank God. But just as he's and he goes to run away, and there's like and he starts running. His fucking beard's on fire. He's trying to pat it out. That fucking hurt like a lot. Next up is Quirin. Quirin, what would you like to do?
And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
On the dude or on Zane?
On Zane.
Okay.
Thanks.
You have 50 feet of movement?
Wait, that's right, I don't. Fuck. Well then. Let's go with a second level healing word.
Okay.
Nine points of healing.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Anything else from you, Quirin?
Nope, staying in line.
All right, Zane. As you're there electrocuting, you've cast your rebuke, and the flames have left your hands. You suddenly feel a little bit better, kind of like mommy gave you a kiss on your hand after you cut yourself. If the guy's still running away, it is your turn. What would you like to do? What are you doing, Zane?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said someone else. That's my action, so I'm done.
What's your action?
Oh, sorry. Eldritch Blast on the wizard.
Okay, so you can roll to hit twice. You do have your rod out, so it's a +6.
Oh,
10 does not hit the first one.
okay.
There's 2 beams.
Yep.
25
There we are.
definitely fucking hits though, so you can roll your 1d10 +6. That was so close to a nat 20 too. 8 points of damage. Oof. So as he's running away, like, ow, there's like right in the center, like the small of his back. He's like, and he kind of is still limping along. He looks fucking bad. Mo, you are up. What would you like to do?
Okay, I should have done this earlier. Because I am not looking good. As my bonus action, I'm gonna burn my second wind.
Okay.
So that's 1d10 +5.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay, 10 points of healing to you. What else are you doing?
And I'm gonna move down this way and kind of behind that stall, and
Okay.
gonna see if I can find where this other arrow keeps fucking coming from.
All right, make a perception check.
19.
19. Looking in the tree, at the very top, you can see somebody slowly climbing through to the other side.
I'm gonna point him out, and let me see. Okay. He's not in melee range, but I'm gonna use Chill Touch.
Okay, is that What's Chill Touch's range? Is it 120?
120.
120. Okay.
And that's a melee spell attack to hit.
So roll to hit that.
18.
18 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your 1d8 damage.
It's 2d8. 5th level.
What level did you cast it at?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah. On hit, the target takes 1d8 necrotic damage.
Yeah, when you reach 5th level, this damage increases to 2d8.
I'm not seeing that on my version of it. That's
I
weird.
got
Alright.
too.
Interesting. No, most cantrips do that though, so I will allow it. All right.
9.
Does it
9.
restrict movement? Yes, it does. So all of a sudden, in the tree, this person kind of clinging away just stops. As they look around, and there's this skeletal hand just reaching out of the tree, grasping onto them. That fucking hurt. Quite a bit. Let me just make a note of that. That was what, 9 points of damage?
Yeah.
Math here. Okay. All right, top of the round. Let's see here. 1 second. Let me just quickly. Oh, it's start of your next turn. So he's gonna wheel around. He's gonna wheel around, everybody. He's gonna wheel around. Still hold on. And you're gonna see he pulls out a crossbow, already loaded, aims it right at you, Mo. And he's gonna take a shot. That's going to go right over your head. He's gonna, you kind of, from a distance, you just kind of see like, fuck! Like someone cursed themselves, and he's gonna try and break himself free. That's gonna end his turn. Zaz, you're up. What would you like to do?
Between icon B and D, which ones hurt more?
You can't really see icon B too well. You can tell that the buddy that Zane's been poking at is fucking rough.
Okay. I'm gonna use my action to move my moonbeam over to the tree guy.
Over to the tree guy? Okay.
Yep. And I'm gonna remain in line.
Okay. God damn it. All right. That is going to bring it to Alastair's turn. Alastair, what are you doing?
I am going. Anasta is going to cast Hunter's Mark on the person in the tree.
Okay.
That just gives me advantage on perception checks and survival checks, and does 1d6 damage if I happen to hit him within an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
So I cast Hunter's Mark, and then I move my 30 feet that way, and that was my action, so that's all I got. Or wait, no, there's
Okay.
a bonus action, so I can move again. There we go.
All right.
That ends my turn.
All right. So. The elderly wizard is going to continue running. Actually, how far are you? You're 45 feet. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. So, what is your armor class, Zane?
12.
12? Okay. 5, 7, 2. Okay, well, fuck that. So he turns around, just kind of still running, and you see how was 3 small fire, like bolts of fire, kind of spin out of his hand towards you and land helplessly at your feet in front of you. And he's going to run there. And that's going to end his turn. Quirin, you're up. What would you like to do?
5. Move 10 feet.
Okay.
Cast Healing Word on Alastair
All right.
Thank you.
at first level. Wait. Yes, I can. 1d4 plus 4. 8. Nice.
Nice.
And I'm gonna charge back into line.
God damn it.
All right. That ends your turns. That ends your turn then.
Yep.
All right, Zane, you're up. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Eldritch Blast because it's still in range at the
Yep.
wizard.
So you make your 2 melee spell attacks.
So 2d20.
Well, no, you roll them separately.
Oh,
Well, you can roll 2d20 plus a 6, and we can do the quick math if you want.
no, it's okay.
Okay.
D20 plus 6.
19 hits in the second one. 10 does not hit. So roll your 1d10 plus 6. 7. Ooh, the 1. So as you kind of distracted by the flames, you shoot again, kind of like half-heartedly, because it's really pathetic watching this old man run. You kind of feel bad, you're like, oh, and you kind of shoot again, and the first one goes wide, and the second one hits him in the small of his back, and instead of hearing his groans, instead what you hear is a as the power from the Eldritch Blast breaks his back, he folds backwards, dead.
Oh.
That's his death rattle.
Oh,
Zane, end your turn.
yeah, that ends my turn.
Okay, Mo, you are up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna move 30 feet, and he's. So I'm gonna cast because he's taken damage. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Okay. And that's a saving throw for
Um,
me, correct?
Yeah, Wisdom of 13 save.
Natural 18, buddy.
All right. All right, that's it.
Okay, and his you notice that the hand kind of dissipates at this point. That chill touch.
Yeah.
Okay. Top of the round, Zaz, you are up. What would you like to do?
Jordan.
Maintain my moonbeam on the guy and
Okay.
stay within.
Roll your damage for the moonbeam as well, because he was entrapped here, so he couldn't really do anything. It takes a turn for him to reload the crossbow. He failed his saving throw. 11. Okay. Yep. That's what I kind of figured. He's looking pretty fucking rough in that tree. And you're just maintaining your moonbeam?
Yep.
Okay. Alastair, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go to hit. How high? First of all, before I move, how high up is he?
I don't know, 15 feet.
Eh?
It's a fair.
What-
It's obviously a fair-sized tree
Would I be able to reach him?
if you climb the tree.
Shit. Okay. Ooh. This might be fun. I don't know if I should. Yeah, fuck it, nope, not going. Sorry, this is bad. Yeah, I'm gonna use Misty Step. I'll get close. I'm gonna use Misty Step to teleport onto the tree branch beside him.
Make an acrobatics check
Oh,
for landing on that tree branch and balancing after like not getting up there and situating yourself.
Can it be athletic?
No,
Damn it!
because you're not really doing anything athletic. You're trying to keep your balance, and that would be acrobatics.
Okay, well, damn it!
Nice.
So there's a boom, and you're like, boom, and you fall back. And luckily for you, it's a fucking fairly dense tree, and you're just kind of like held up amongst the
Okay.
the branches. You're just barely hanging on though. Like,
So I was like there. Was I? I can't remember how far I actually was, but would I be able to use the rest of my movement to get up and attack and attack? Or would I be able to attack at disadvantage?
I'll let you attack at disadvantage
All right, I can do that.
with a half-ass swing because he's down 2, so he's not really gonna have much anything over you.
Okay. So that is a 11.
11 does not hit. So you kind of fall and you grab your greatsword, you kind of swing, and it just lands next to him. He's like, "What the fuck?" All right, Quirin, your turn.
But nobody's in range.
Then move out of the line.
Nope.
Get out of line.
I'm gonna look around to
I
see if
think-
there's anybody else.
Anybody else out of line? Or like people?
Just looking at people.
Okay, make a perception check.
Yeah. Perception.
Perception.
Heh.
Actually, you're more distracted by the fact that the line is starting to dissipate, and people are starting to form a crowd around the stalls, watching their robbers get slaughtered.
All right, I'm gonna drop away and then head over to the pile.
Okay. Alrighty. Is that in your turn?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Zane, you're up. What would you like to do?
Let's see. I would like. How much feet of movement do I have?
I don't know. What's
With
your
an
movement speed?
action?
Like if like to dash?
30 feet. 30 feet, yeah.
Yeah. So if your regular movement's 30 feet, and if you choose to dash as your action, you move another 30 feet.
Okay, I'd like to move. Yeah, I'd like to use dash as my action.
Okay.
Alastair's still fighting this guy? This guy's still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that's it. I used my action, so that's it.
Right. Okay. Mo, you're up. What would you like to do?
Walk a little bit closer. Actually. So that's my 30 feet. And. I can't. I'm gonna toll the dead. See if that.
Okay.
So wisdom 13.
It's a 9 to save. Yeah, roll your damage.
All right. That 2d12. Goddamn. Cantrips level up.
Yes, they do.
15.
15. So with that, there's kind of you all faintly hear a raven cawing in the background. And Alastair, what you see is as your sword come down, you don't see if it hits or not, but you see the guy's ears start to bleed as he finally falls dead, laying down amongst the branches in the tree. His body kind of slowly starts sliding out and falls onto the ground.
I did it.
Great.
You missed.
And with that, we're going to take our first break.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
With that, as he kind of falls and Alastair, you free yourself from the tree and kind of come down. You hear a small clapping start amongst the crowd. Eventually grow into an enormous roar of applause, which quickly fades out as people go, "Oh shit, our stuff!" As they all turn around and they, with this time not forming a line, just begin picking up everything they threw. And there's some kind of arguments. It was, "Oh, that's mine. That's my kind of stuff."
I'm close by. Do I see anything interesting?
You see a number of you see a number of swords being picked up that were kind of bundled together. You see somebody pick up a rack of what looks like potions. It's kind of like a spice rack of small vials. You see armor. You see various foods. You see someone picking up what looks like carving tools. You see somebody pick up a number of small pouches that are kind of jangling as they're picked up. Some people are picking up what looks like their purses or their clutches. All in all, it all seems like fairly interesting stuff. But nothing really catches your eye as super unique.
Yep.
How much stuff is left at this point? Is there still like a good amount?
Yeah, there's a fair amount of stuff left.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Plants, and I'm gonna try and send a message to the gnolls that are just in the forest area.
Let me read Speak with Plants.
Well, send a message, but is the person that's receiving the message going to understand plant?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
What if it spells it out? What if it's like blades of grass that just kind of like join together?
Actually, I was gonna say plants might be able to perform other tasks on your behalf at the GM's discretion.
Huh.
The spell does not enable plants to uproot themselves and move about, but they can freely move branches, tendrils, and stalks.
Just an arrow.
This
However-
is the most intense game of telephone ever.
You can blue plants within 30 feet of you with limited sentience and animation. Give the ability to communicate with your plants about the events, about the spells, or giving information about the creature's past. Okay, I'm going to allow it. What message would you like to send to the Knolls?
I'm going to say head to town market. I'll give you items. Signal when here.
Okay. So you and what plants are you casting this on? Like, are you telling this to the grass?
Yep.
Okay. 1 second here, actually.
Okay. And then please tell me if it goes or not.
That's funny.
I'll be fucked. Okay.
A well-oiled beef hook.
Okay. All right.
Message sent.
That's yeah, message sent.
Okay.
The grass responds to you, and it doesn't speak, but you get the feeling like it tells you easy enough, I am omnipotent.
Thanks, grass.
He spoke with the green.
Basically, I just looked it up. Residential grass, so someone's lawn is basically one big plant.
Yep.
Meaning that one grass. So if you communicate with the grass under your feet, as long as that same grass has root structure that continues out to the knolls, it's the same plant.
It's kind of the same for trees and shit too. They kind of
Yeah,
interconnect.
within reason. Grass though is literally one plant. It's like one bush that's really spread out.
Okay, so now that message has been sent,
Yes.
is there a little like, because we're out of the visual aid, is there a little shadowy area that's close by to the pile that I can kind of like hide in?
Yeah, there's like a little I'm gonna call it an alley, but a little space between two buildings that you can kind of tuck into.
Okay, I'm gonna go try and find a little spot, and then I'm going to attempt to hide.
Okay, I'm gonna say easy enough.
Cool.
Everyone else is focused about getting their stuff, so.
Cool. Once I'm hidden, I'm going to cast a level 2 fog cloud over the pile.
God, your laugh is tragic.
It sounds like someone like trying to use a Windex bottle that's broken a whole lot really fast.
No, it's like a squeaky toy that they're letting the air in continually.
So
make a car laugh.
yeah.
It's so good.
Okay. Okay, I will allow it. So as you kind of hide, and everyone else, you kind of see Zaz go and tuck away. He's kind of doing some weird stuff. I mean, you're not entirely sure where, but this cloud suddenly begins to form over the pile, and everyone kind of panics, like, "Oh God, they're back!" And they all kind of run for a second. This fog cloud just kind of forms over the pile. At this point, for the rest of you, people are starting to return to their stalls. The music seems to kind of creep back up. People are kind of hesitant, but they're going back about their shopping. There still seems to be a small crowd around what was the pile, just kind of waiting to see what this fog cloud is doing.
Do you want me to roll for perception to see if I get the signal?
I'll let you know.
Okay. Aside from
There's
that, I'm
some
going to maintain the cloud and stay hidden.
What are the
It's a
rest of you?
40 foot. It's a 40-foot cloud, by the way.
Yes, 40 feet. Yeah.
I'm going to look
I'm just
for potion seller or herbalist.
Potion seller or herbalist for Quirin. Mo?
I'm just gonna kind of walk into kind of like, I guess like the center of the market and just
Okay.
watch whatever Zaz is doing because it's kind of interesting.
Okay. Zane?
The wizard's dead?
Yep.
Is he just dead body on the ground?
Yep.
Can I loot him?
Folded in half.
You're gonna loot him?
Yeah.
Okay, make an investigation check.
And I've robbed that corpse.
Okay. Good.
Sorry, burgle. I burgled that corpse.
Give me a second.
Well, it is
Yeah, it ha-
Ashbourne.
It has to be
They do
alive,
believe-
Robin.
They do believe that the dead don't need their possessions.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Investigation?
Yep.
17.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So, on him, you find 2 platinum coins and 14 gold coins,
Okay.
and you find a fairly thick, musty tome.
Okay. I'd like to take the tome and open it.
Okay.
Can I make an investigation or like an arcana check?
It'd be an
or anything?
arcana check.
Okay. Got a 20.
Oh boy. Okay, so you realize. Oh, my voice connection just kind of dipped out there. So you realize from looking at it and from opening up and looking at the scrawlings and the sigils and stuff, this is a fairly old spell book. With a 20, you're able to discern all. Let's see here. All 13 spells that are transcribed within it. Would you like a list of those spells?
Yeah.
Blade Ward, Mending, Ray of Frost, True Strike, Alarm, Mage Armor, Shield, Arcane Lock, Dark Vision, Scorching Ray, Dispel Magic, Lightning Bolt, and Counter Spell.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
So, can I learn these spells or?
You're a warlock.
Okay, so obviously I can't.
You look over these spells. Let me think how to describe this here. You look over these spells, and you recognize a number of the required components and stuff for a lot of them. You're not entirely sure, but now that you have essentially an instruction manual, you think you're not entirely sure how your patron's magic works, but the fact that this is a book will probably help you.
Okay.
And Alastair, you're the last one. What are you doing?
I'm gonna look for a blacksmith or a carver of some kind.
Blacksmith, carver. Okay, so Mo, you're watching Zaz. Oh, excuse me, Zaz, you're watching for Knowles. Zane, you're thumbing through a tome.
Yep.
Quirin and Alastair, make a perception check for me. Your DCs are different.
21.
Yeah, I was right. 5.
Okay, so Alastair, you don't see one, but you do hear a ting, ting, ting somewhere in the market.
All right.
Where-
well,
Looking around, you kind of see somebody going back carrying this thing of potions, and he puts them on, and he sits down behind his. It's a fairly simple stall, just wood, kind of set on some kind of wooden crates. Nothing fancy. He sits there, and he pulls a book out, and he just starts to read. It's an older human male.
Yep. I'm going to go up to him.
Looks and goes, yes, what can I help you with?
I heard there was a herbalist known as Laurel. Do you know her?
Yes, Laurel was a supplier of mine. She told me yesterday evening. I'd have to look elsewhere going forward, but yes, no, I'm familiar with Laurel. Why?
It is about the incident at the bar with the giant
It-
toads.
Oh yes, we're all aware of the unfortunate event. Laurel, unfortunately, has decided to go back to live with her parents. She tried living here on her own. I think overall the incident and the death of Cassie soured the experience for the poor girl. So
Alright, do you know where she is now?
it's not really my
This
place.
is a
to
very
say.
difficult matter. I was attacked as well in that fight, and there is something very wrong that is going to happen.
Make a persuasion check.
Ah, fuck, knew it. I felt it.
Kind of goes, I don't really feel comfortable with such a vague explanation.
We can go into more detail if you like.
I would very much like. I assure you, I'm a learned man. I can discern if something's of grave danger or not.
Alright. How to explain? The creatures that attacked us are called slads. I figured this out from somebody very wise that has fought them before. They infect people when they attack them. Those people infected turn into slads, and the cycle continues. I am infected, and Laurel may be infected as well.
He kind of sighs. So, you're telling me that if perhaps she was to go to a place of a high population, it would be catastrophic?
Very much so, yes. If she does not know and has not get treated for this.
He kind of ponders for a moment. Corin, make a persuasion check with advantage now, please.
On you stupid numbers. Perception. 21.
Ooh, that's gonna do it actually. Okay. He kind of looks and goes, okay, well, as far as I understand, I'm not too familiar with where exactly her parents live. But her last name is Booth. It is Laurel Booth. And I'm not entirely sure how familiar you are with the cities around here, but Laurel hails from a town just kind of to the northwest of here, across the Jade Basin, north of Redwater. It's called Swordbreak.
Swordbreak. Okay.
Yes.
It is good that we know there is some time before the infection takes hold. This gives me time to find her, if she has left already.
She left yesterday. You're probably only a day behind.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yes. Kind of goes back to his book. Anything else?
Before that, I'm gonna pull out my potion of mind reading.
Okay.
Plop it in front of him. What do you have
Kinda
to
look.
trade for this?
To trade.
This is market, yes?
Yes. Let's see here. He kind of picks it up and he rolls it around a little bit. So, this is very well made. I have a number of elixirs and potions you may be interested in. Sneaking, truth, hiding. I have a new one I've been working on called Bark Skin. We have a cure wounds. We have a cure moderate wounds. It all depends on what you're interested in.
Staying alive mainly. For the potion, what is the bark one?
It's an interesting one. Let me bring up the official one so I don't
Yep.
mix this up for you. So basically, it's a. He explains this to you. Let's see here. Just let me quickly read it. This spell is for those who are a little bit less likely to be wearing armor. Someone who drinks this particular one, their skin becomes hard, like a tree's bark. Meta-wise, it makes it so that a creature's AC cannot be less than 16.
Alright. I'm gonna take back my potion.
Okay.
I'm fine with everything I have, thank you though.
So be it.
Walk away.
Okay.
Anything going on in that fog cloud?
Not yet.
Blaster.
There is some travel time, Zaz. Don't worry, I have not forgotten about you.
Actually,
There's some real epic music for our market.
It is. It's supposed to be a peaceful music, but okay.
can I, seeing that nothing's for the moment going on with that fog cloud, can I just walk over to the guy that the two guys we killed in the market and just kind of check them?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Double check. 11.
Yeah, checking through their body, they have some basic weapons. No coin pouch. It looks like they were here with the intention of it being an assault and had prepared accordingly.
I'm gonna pick up whatever weapons there are.
Okay.
And just kind of can I gauge where that pile would have been in the smoke and just kind of toss them in? Because
You could just kind of toss it in the cloud.
yeah, toss it in the cloud.
Okay. All right. Alastair, looking for the blacksmith. You can hear the pinging of a hammer hitting some kind of metal off in the distance. You're not entirely sure where though.
Who am I closest to?
Currently,
Of the party.
Of the party, probably Mo.
Mo, are we leaving soon, or are we staying around? I'd rather not stay around, but
I don't know. I think I know that we all seem to want to go in a different direction, and I don't know. Maybe once this is, and I just kind of look over that fog cloud that shouldn't be there.
And people are trying to hazard their way in to get their stuff, and they're coming back out with like small handfuls, looking at it and going, "Ah, son of a bitch," and turning back in and putting it back down.
I don't have time to look around. Who can do something with unicorn? Anybody? I've got this magic lantern to trade.
Me? No, I'm totally joking. Oh man, would that be good?
Actually, Tanner, would there
Yes.
be anybody in here that I could hazard a guess be able to do stuff with raw materials from beasts?
We will get to that in a second.
Okay.
So Alastair, one sec. I'm gonna change this music because this got real epic real quick, and I'm not
Yep.
sure why.
I don't know. You're the DM.
Familiar harp, everybody. So Alastair, calling out, you kind of hear a shrewd, me. As you turn, there's excuse me, younger halfling woman, blonde hair, bright blue eyes, and she's kind of maybe I don't know, 50, maybe 45 to 50 feet down the row of stalls, and she's got like the smallest little like lemonade stand stall that you've ever seen, and she's just like no one else is there. She looks kind of shrewd, scared to say anything.
Okay, I will walk up to her, and when I get close, I'll kneel down on one knee and go, "Hello there. I'm Alastair Zaphod, and the rest of the town doesn't like me. But we've seemed to killed some people, and you're going to help me out.
I can.
All right.
What
So,
what do you need done?
well, have this, and now hold on. This is going to be maybe gruesome. I don't know. And I'm gonna pull out the head of the unicorn.
Okay. Pulling out the whole unicorn head, there's a general like, oh my god, from the crowd around you. The head's still in really good condition. You guys
You're welcome.
put the proper spell on it to maintain that. And she goes,
Now, I do understand that unicorn has very powerful properties, and I'm wondering what you can do with it. I know there's a full mane here. I know unicorn hair is sought after. I'm sure you can do something, but the horn is really what I'm after. The rest of it, unless anybody else wants it, you can do with it as you wish. I'm also up for trading this lantern of revealing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm always up for trade. I'm kind of just starting out as there's a spot to fill now that Cassie's gone. What? She's kind of looking at it, and she goes, "Whoever cut this head off didn't get through entirely the first time, did they?"
No, that large sword that I seem to have cut that man in twain with apparently did not do the job.
Oh, okay. I guess it all depends what. There's a multitude of things I can think of to make, but I usually focus on house and home. I get the feeling by looking at you, you're not the kind to be looking for a lovely wall sconce.
No.
Okay.
I mean, anything. I could use a mantle or an inlay on my sword, or a pendant or a ring, or anything really. I'm up for interpretations at this point.
Well, unicorn ivory isn't really. It's not really made for combat. It's obviously hardened as a horn for the unicorn, but once it's cut into it, it splinters. A horn, after all. And she starts kind of rambling under her breath to herself about what a horn actually is, which is compressed hair, essentially.
Yeah.
And she goes, what it is good for is ornamental pieces, providing buffs or other things. So a ring could easily be done. The rest of the skull, however, is. I have some ideas. I'll need a couple hours.
Oh yeah, by all means, for sure.
Okay.
I'm at your mercy in your very capable hands.
Okay. Okay. I can make a ring and then. All right. Yeah. If you can come back here just after lunchtime, I should have the ring done. It's not too hard to carve a horn into a ring. And then, with the rest of the horn, I could. I have some ideas. Can I see the lantern?
Yeah, sure. I hand her the lantern.
Okay,
It's
she
still
kinda-
on.
Yeah, she kind of looks at it. Okay. Oh, what?
Alaska, the horseman.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, that tickled me.
All right.
Ooh.
She's like, okay, yeah, I can work with this. Yeah, I'll take your lantern. Yeah, if you just, I'll be here all day, but I'll be working on this. Nobody really pays too much attention to anything below their waist, so I'll get a hold of that.
They certainly should. I thank you very much. And I'll
You're-
bow and get up and go walk over to Zane, Mo, the rest of them.
Okay. Mo, what were you looking for?
Somebody that could possibly do something with like raw beast parts. This Utiug teeth.
What kind of profession are you looking for specifically?
I don't really know what. What could I do with like,
It's teeth. What can you do with teeth in real life? They're fairly big.
I don't use daggers though, so that's.
You also are breathing into your mic very slightly, Tanner.
Sorry.
Am I?
Oh, I thought you were saying, I thought you were going to say me. Can I find somebody like, maybe like somebody that would carve like ornamental things, whatever?
The same person I just talked to?
Yeah, it's just kind of.
So I'm gonna say, after seeing Alastair hand over the unicorn head to this little halfling woman, you get the idea that she'd be the person to talk to you right now.
I'd walk on over.
Hi.
I kind of like. I don't get down on one knee, but I kind of like bend my
Slap
knees
squat?
enough that I. Yeah, kind of like where you
Alright.
like your
Hey
butts
there,
and your
kiddo.
chins. No, I just you know what, I have respect.
Alright.
I was wondering if you could do anything with these, and I just put the gigantic Utiug teeth on the table. Because those fuckers are big, right?
Yeah. What did you have in mind? Like weapons or ornamental or?
I don't use very small weapons. Maybe something more ornamental. I don't know. Put them on a necklace or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's
You're
easy
the-
enough to do. When I'll get to that once I'm done with this thing. And she holds up the unicorn head, and it's like, you know that picture of Vern Troyer with the sandwich? That. Thank you, Spoolie, for providing me with that reference earlier.
I'm just gonna
she's-
look at the head and go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so I know what everyone else is doing. Zane, are you doing anything in the market?
I go up to Quirin.
Okay.
I'd like to talk to Quirin.
That's up to Quirin.
Okay. More pressing topics. Shouldn't we figure out where your mother went?
You went towards the Jade Basin.
Okay, well, I suppose we should rally the group and attempt to stop her, get her.
She is going to try and do something that is not that smart, for whatever reason I do not know. But even if we were to go now, we have a rickety cart with 2 broken horses.
I guess you're right.
This is a trade town, so we could try to trade for better, but I have no idea where to start. I'm not one for face-to-face.
With a perception check, you idiots.
No.
I just kind of walk in. What are you guys? what are
You
you
were
guys
over at
talking
another
about?
stall.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm gonna say Mo for the sake of this. This conversation is going to happen for a little bit longer while you're having the
Okay.
conversation with the halfling.
Chatty halflings.
Okay, can I make a perception check? Can I look around?
Yeah, go ahead. What are you looking for specifically?
Maybe a new cart, perhaps
Okay.
some wheels, traveling equipment.
Okay. 15? Let me just roll a percentile dice and see what I got here for you. Okay. So looking around the market, you it seems to be kind of split up into a couple of different sections. So you see that there's like a whole bunch of stalls, and then off in the back area, there's like a huge just pile of crates. You're not sure what's in them. And then in front of that, there's Karamat just serving food. But near the back there at the pile of crates, there is a what looks like two very well-made carts. One of them is loaded with crates. The other one appears empty, with nothing else on it. Whereas your guys' cart was kind of almost like the chariot style with the two wheels and it had to balance on the horse. These carts are probably 50% wider, probably 2 to 3 times as long, and they're 4 wheels.
Does there something have two?
Damn,
Yep.
pimp my cart.
Can I approach this cart and attempt to find the owner?
Yep. So walking over, you can see the owner. It's a kind of a small, a shorter human. You know those guys, those short, bald guys who get really buff and it just makes them look shorter.
The manlet.
Yeah, a
pup?
manlet. Yeah, kind of goes over, and goes, "How's it going?"
Good. I was wondering if you were willing or able to trade or sell this cart.
Well, that's why they're here today, is to sell them. I make 2 carts a week. Well, me and my team. But yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm very well aware of the limitations of carpentry, especially with hand tools. It's like, yep, I can. Yeah, which one are you looking at here? I've got this one here loaded with. Those are just empty crates. I can happily unload it, just to show how sturdy they are. But yeah, no, they're both very well made. What are you looking at in terms of trade?
I know it.
I'm over there as well. We have a shitty
Would I
cart
have
and
done
2
by now?
shitty horses.
Oh, okay. Well, in order to trade up for a really great cart and probably 2 horses to pull said cart, I'll have to ask for a little bit more than a shitty cart and shitty horses.
Considering we are we just saved you from a robbery
Ah.
and other things. I was wondering if perhaps you were able to give us a bit more of a leniency in the price.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Would I be done talking to that halfling?
Yeah, by now you've seen Quirin, and
I'm just gonna walk over.
it's actually a bit of a walk. They're kind of far away, but
Yeah.
you're able to spot the 2 massive 11. Ooh.
By time I got an idea.
Okay. Kind of looks and goes, you see, the problem is I do kind of have guys to really feed, and I'll tell you what I'll do. Since you're not from around here, you did help us out. I'd be willing to make the transaction for gold instead of trade, just to give you guys a bit of leniency about the rules and how we do things. But it's not really a lot I can do. If that's probably about it.
How much for the cart in gold?
The cart in gold, he thinks for a second. He goes, I'm usually dealing in trade. You have to understand. Give me a second. Probably somewhere in the realm of 1,300 gold.
Woof.
It's half a week's work. You have to understand. I've got 5 guys, burgers and fries.
I'm sorry, you've got
Shut up!
burgers and fries.
No, sorry.
Are those for trade as well?
Mo at this point.
half a week's work for essentially heroes of your town.
I mean, man's got to eat.
What about? So you said for trade.
Mhm.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out those 2 gold armbands. What? Surely raw gold has some value here.
Oh,
I know that
lots
you
of value. I'd value those at, in terms of your monetary value, probably 300 each. But that doesn't cover half the cost. I'd have to give each of those probably to one of my guys.
I pulled the platinum armband.
I'm gonna rummage around in my bag and pull out 8 rupees.
I'm
Kind of
sure
looks at you.
I'm sure I could offer up 100 gold.
He's kind of looking around. He goes, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys here. I'm not overly comfortable with being ganged up on. 1,700 gold, I'd say. I'm being generous because you guys are gonna have to buy horses too.
We have perfectly acceptable horses. Our horse goes.
I kind of snare.
Yes, I'll allow you to narrate the horse for that.
Alright. So we
Thank
have
you.
2 armbands at how much each?
300 each.
So 600 with my rubies would be, I think, 400. So that is 1,000. What else do we have?
How much is that How much would that platinum armband go?
450.
So that's 1450.
I can put in 100 gold.
Yeah, I'll throw in 100 gold.
So
1650.
650.
Can we
I'll
call
cover
Zaz?
Zaz's. I'll cover Zaz's as well.
Where did he go?
I don't know. He's off doing plant things.
He was staring off into mist.
Yeah, what? That's not normal around here, is it?
Nothing's normal here.
Now, this is the perfect comedic time. Zaz, can you make a perception check for me, please?
Fucking right, I can.
This is what I was waiting for. That's funny. You rolled a 15?
Mhm.
So as you're there, you're watching the mist. Suddenly you kind of feel a presence, and you look down, and the Elder Knoll is just standing next to you. Just looks up.
Are the others
That's
close?
similar to the horse.
You turn around, they're all just in this alleyway, like in a line behind you. They had all snuck up on you.
How many are there?
Current point, there's 5.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay, pass without trace. Alright.
And I'm gonna signal for them to follow me, and we're gonna get in that loot. We're picking up all that shit, boys.
Okay, at this point, Zaz, I need you to make a stealth check.
Mhm.
The 4 of you to make perception checks. And I need to roll 5 stealth checks and a fuck ton of perception. Okay.
Real quick,
you want us-
there's a +10 bonus to the stealth checks.
Yes, it is.
Sorry, am I making a perception check?
Yes, you are,
Yeah.
because you guys were just talking about Zaz and you're looking over.
We did not roll
Nah,
good.
I probably don't see a thing. Plausible deniability.
Oh! And then, Zane, did you roll the... Oh, there it is. Nobody rolled higher. So what you guys see, as I roll here... Oh my god. You guys are the knight. Oh my god. Alright.
Mission successful.
Roll the perception. Oh my god. Okay, this is happening. So... basically what you guys see is you look over and you see Zaz. You see him kind of jump for a second, look down. He kind of molds back into the shadow. And that's all you see. Zaz. As you cast Pass Without a Trace, the shadows begin to like coalesce and like just become heavy around you. And everything, like just the area around you becomes darker. And you just seem to be just out of the line of sight of everybody. As you and your train of dog people head into the mist, you're able to go in quickly, scoop things up. However, at one point you hear a as you get the feeling that there was somebody in here trying to get something, and they just got a wet doggy nose in the bum, like just like a shock, just There's some clanging, there's some grabbing. And then, almost comedically, you all leave the fog cloud back in the alley, and you see them all holding just piles upon piles of food and armor and weapons and everything under the fucking sun.
No, awesome.
I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages,
Okay.
and I'm gonna tell to the chieftain guy, I'll be in contact soon. Go now.
He kind of looks and goes, we owe you one, green man. What is your name?
My name is Zaz.
Interesting name. We will be off. We thank you. We are eternally in your debt. And they turn and leave.
I'm gonna keep the fog cloud still there,
Okay.
but I'm gonna get out of the shadows and kind of just like mingle in.
Okay. You see Zaz kind of, though disappear in the shadows, all of a sudden he just kind of strolls out. Yep, just looking pretty satisfied with himself. So all this happens. We're still in discussions about the cart.
So you added
So you
in
guys-
the last one was 50 or 100 for the those.
For Zaz?
Yeah, for Zaz portion.
100.
Okay.
Okay.
We have 1750. Push it towards him.
Kind of looks over to you, Zane, and goes, I was kind of really hoping for it all in either trade or in coin. I'm not really sure if I should be,
Please, we have some very important things that we need to be doing for the betterment of. And I look towards the guys.
It's, as I'm sure you can, you've run into before. It's, that is a large portion of gold, and we do apologize for not having it all in one sum. But if you could make an exception, we really appreciate it.
So I'm gonna say, Zane, you can make a persuasion check with advantage because Mo just helped you with that.
Oh, I wish I could have done it. I never get to.
What's advantage?
What's that?
What's advantage?
You roll 2d20, take the highest.
Okay. Okay, so 19 plus 4.
23.
So 23.
Yeah.
Kind of looks down and goes, fine, but take the one without the carts, because without the crates, because I don't feel like unloading it. And just,
Thank you.
yeah. Kind of takes the pile of stuff.
So I
Back,
assume
shaking his head.
the other cart's his. Should we tell him where it is?
What?
Were we trading our cart, or
No.
what were we? Oh, we weren't. Okay.
No.
What do we want to do with the other cart?
I say we just leave it here.
We could trade it for something else. We
That's
might
a
not
much
get
better idea.
much. We might not get much, but something.
Can I walk
Maybe
with the rest of the
Kermit.
group?
Yeah, by now, Zaz, I'm gonna say you probably are back to the rest of the group.
Maybe Karamat would know somebody.
Karamat's over just serving food in a little area.
Somebody else better talk to him because I don't think he likes me very much.
We need some supplies too, right?
Yeah, I'm sure we need some food on the road and probably some more of that cider. And actually, no, you know what? I have lots. Probably.
I'm gonna walk over to Karamat.
Okay.
Yeah. Good job. Bye.
Bye, Alastair.
Walk over and Karamat's kind of like on a just on a grill. He's just kind of grilling up some sausages. Oh, hello. See, you found your way to the market. You hungry?
In due time. I was. We did just purchase a nice cart.
Oh, that's
And-
good. It's good to have a good cart. Good for you.
And although we did make the trade, the man, we completely forgot, if I'm being completely honest, to include ours. Do you know, we do need some provisions and some rations. Although it's not in the best shape, it is still worth
I've
something.
seen your cart. Tell you what it's good for. Firewood. Yeah. Tell you what, I'll pack you each 2 days worth of lunches, and I'll just take your cart and I'll use it in the fireplace in the inn. How's that sound?
What about those horses?
Same.
Well,
Metagaming.
you're gonna need
To the glue factory.
You're gonna need horses for that cart, right?
Did any of them follow me?
Yeah.
Did you guys follow me?
I did.
Did we get 2 horses with the cart?
That was in the trade, yeah.
There's no
Was that-
horses with the cart.
Those
No,
are-
it's no
oh,
horses.
we had about them extra. Fuck.
We'll need those. Sorry, just it's been a busy morning.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll make you guys some lunches here, 2 days worth. It's about I don't know, depends on how you head down. Where were you guys heading? You guys were heading to the Jade Basin with Big Guy's mommy there, right?
I look at everybody else.
Nodding slightly.
I'll
Okay.
just go along with it.
So that's about 3 days, give or take, depending on how you travel. Might be a day longer. Depends on when you head down to that crazy old Coots Pier there. Yeah, I'll give you 2 days worth, and that should handle me for firewood for a good while. I might actually add a unique smell. Everything kind of smells like, ash wood. I'm not sure what wood that is, but it's not ash, so could be a nice change of pace. Who knows?
Need
I
I
look.
need to remind you that we saved your tavern?
Need I remind you, you're the ones who brought the issues to my tavern. You were paid handsomely for your dealing of my
I
problem.
just stick out my hand to Karamat.
Good enough. Shakes his hand.
Don't think we want to start a riot.
All right.
So
So
we
with
have
that-
a cart.
A court.
Court.
It's just me and Quirin off to the side. Everyone else went with
And
Mo,
nope.
right?
And
And Alastair.
Alastair.
Okay, so with the 3 of us just kind of there, I'm gonna ask so what's going on?
We just happened to buy a cart. And I believe now the plan is to go to the Jade Basin, or
After that, we
Or,
have to go to somewhere named Swordbreak.
up to Swordbreak. That's on the way, or that's in the same direction, is it not?
Let's just go over to the Dragontail Map Coast. It is on the other side of the Jade Basin.
Then I suppose that is the direction we're heading, yes.
Good.
Do we know
That is where
where?
Laura
Oh,
went.
I'm not in this.
Nope.
Oh, you found out that's where Laurel is. That's the person who knows about the big toads, right?
The person that was infected, yes. Much like me.
We're going to have to figure that one out, aren't we, big guy?
We are told to go to a better priest than me. I cannot heal it, so we must go to a larger town.
Oh, we want to see you get better now, don't we?
I feel fine. I'm guessing it's going to be an immediate. Then I'm told.
So you're told? Oh no, so you're toad. Sorry. Huh, that's pretty funny. Yeah. Zaz, are you is there anything you were looking for in the market or?
Actually, yeah, I gotta unload these unicorn hooves and some other stuff. If we're not strapped for time immediately, I want to quickly just unload this and then we'll do whatever you said we're doing.
Now, Alastair, you are aware there's still a couple hours until
Yeah.
what's being done for you will be done.
I do have to wait a couple of hours for this delightful young halfling to make me a wonderful little trinket.
Okay.
So we've got a little bit. That's what we're waiting for. Maybe we should join up with the rest of the group and figure out our plan of attack, our plan of travel, anyway.
Do you guys know anyone amongst these booths that can do anything with unicorn stuff?
No.
Oh, Christ.
The same person.
That's what happens
we-
when the
have
main
we-
carver gets killed.
Have we coalesced as a group?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
What? I assume me and Alastair just kind of in unison point at the adorably short halfling.
Excuse me.
Just over there. All right, I'm gonna go where they pointed.
We
Yeah,
sure
you're
are
gonna head
do
over.
a lot of work.
There's
Yeah.
currently a queue.
So, walking over, you see the tiniest little stall. She kind of looks up and goes, "Oh boy, hi.
Hi.
What can I do for you?"
I'm looking to trade.
Oh, okay. I'm more of a craftsman, but I can certainly trade some stuff.
Well, I figure I can trade you for things that you've already crafted. That's what I'm shooting for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I got 2 unicorn hooves.
Okay.
I have a vial of special corpse fruit mold,
Ew.
Oh.
and I have this rare Rakdos sigil,
Okay.
as well a longsword and potentially my scimitar. Potentially.
So, interesting thing. I'm kind of strapped for time, and stuff. And in terms of this week, I really only had a couple of days to get stock ready, for today. So my stock is extremely limited, but I assure you, what I have is very nice. And she reaches underneath and she pulls out a tiny little bag, and she opens the bag and reveals a small, very lustrous, beautifully made golden ring. She goes, so the metal that this is made out of was enchanted, so I think it would provide some kind of bonus to someone in combat like yourself. I feel a lot safer. Like I can do a lot more while I'm wearing it. Is that something you'd be interested in?
Sure.
Okay. So for everything,
Yeah.
man, your level of agreeance just fucking earns you a +2 ring of protection.
Whoa.
You can write that in to D&D Beyond.
Hot diggity daffodil.
That's a big one. Is
Yeah, I'll find it later. But +2.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll add that and change it as I need to. In the meantime, I'll just take the other stuff out.
Okay.
And if the group didn't come with me for, I think, the third time talking to this guy, I'm just gonna go back and meet them.
Okay. I assume that's
Awkwardly standing in a circle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey guys.
So
Hello.
now that Zaz is back, what do we want to do? We have a brand new cart. Those horses, I don't.
Follow my mother
That's
to
another
Jade
story?
Basin. Go to Swordbreak after that. And then go find a healer in Big City to heal both me or Laurel. If we do not kill her down.
Would I know anything about Swordbreak? Is that a history check?
Yeah, make a history check.
When in doubt. History.
14.
Mhm.
Yeah. You don't know too much about the city's like infrastructure or anything, but you're aware that Swordbreak was constructed in the one opening in the Iron Golem Peaks that leads into an area known as the High Grove that surrounds the capital city of Dragontail, and Swordbreak acts as a both as a physical barrier as well as a military point in order to provide protection for both Dragontail, and its central location allows for guards to be distributed amongst Dragontail Coast. It's basically
Okay.
the military hub of the town, of
It'd
the
be a-
region.
So, would it be a fairly large city?
It's probably, in terms of size, it's not in the top 3, but it's probably a close 4th or 5th.
As memory serves me, it is a fairly large city. If nothing else, when we find her, we might be lucky enough to find a healer there, and Dragontail and Redwater aren't too far out of the way.
Let us hope.
Well, your mother said we have a couple months. But, I don't mean to stall, but
It is
Should
better
things
to
not
do
go-
this quickly than not. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it will spread, and, well,
Mm. Yeah.
I'd rather not be a giant toad.
Well, I suppose it's decided then. We wait for our things to be crafted, and we leave as soon as possible.
We need to find the small man who promised us money.
He gave us the money.
He put it on the table. Did you
Ah.
not get yours?
No?
So at this point, I assume the gold is distributed. Make sure each of you put in
Yes.
the 500 gold that you earned for dealing with the Banshee.
That was the 200 gold that I used to cover myself and Zach.
So that's 500
So-
gold I had?
Yeah.
Well, yes.
So, do we know where in the basin your mother would have gone? I know this is kind of out of your territory, Corin, but
Since I did make the check on that one, would I know where?
As far as you know, they don't go out into the middle of the water. It's along the shore. That's probably because, if I recall, your check was very high.
Yeah.
But in terms of what I described in the rituals that you would know, it would just be they go out into the water, but not very far.
Yep.
So she'd be along the shoreline somewhere.
He is a very tall, very powerful woman. It will not be hard to find her.
so follow the coast.
Pretty much, yes.
Well, I suppose we can mill around here for a while and get the cart ready with our supplies and get ready to head out as soon as possible.
Okay.
We only did get we were able to trade the cart for 2 days' supplies. Should we maybe grab some more?
You don't have field rations? I'm sure
Yes, but-
between you and I and Zaz, we can grab a couple rabbits. We're going to be fine for a day.
So, for the sake of expediency, because there's a couple hours to kill and we don't need to roleplay through all those,
Mhm.
I'm going to say you spend most of your day amongst the people of the Ashbourne market. You see a number of interesting things, but all of it appears to be just general supplies. Each person seems to specialize in one specific thing. So somebody does swords, somebody does axes, somebody weaves baskets, somebody makes cloths. Like everyone has like one item that they do, and they do very well. You get some food with Karamat. You all take a short rest. Hint, hint. You can use your hit dice if you need to. Regain your spell slots if you do that on a short rest. Kind of mill about. You sneeze a little. And at about 2 o'clock, you determine that it's about time to get our stuff. So, Mo and Alastair, you head back to the small halfling. And what was that for?
That's my hit dice.
Oh, it's a D10. Why did I read that as a D20? Okay. I was gonna say
One
that's
more.
Yep. Using 2 hit dice.
Yep. No, it's not too bad.
You make your way back, and she goes, "Oh, okay, perfect. So I just finished. I had to go get some more supplies, so you'll have to forgive me. But here you go. So, Alastair, I'm gonna have
Okay.
to make up some stats for this. I have these written down. So you are given a small ivory ring
Ooh.
that would fit on your pinky. She
Okay.
very much underestimated how big your hands are. As well as you are given it's how do I describe it? The actual rest of the horn itself
Mhm.
has been carved to have kind of like finger grips, and at the end of it is a long braided bit of leather, about 10 feet long.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Shut up, Scott. Because he knows what that is. As well as she then hands you a pair of white fingerless gloves
Nice.
with a furry like fuzzy bit around the wrist.
Nice.
And she goes, "That was pretty much all I could do with it. I don't do the skull or stuff too well. It doesn't also help that a dog kind of grabbed it and ran away with it after I took the skin off. But so, yay. Meanwhile, Mo, upon her saying this, you look over and you just see this dog at the end of the row, and this dog looks fucking whipped. Like it's a bulky dog, and you get the feeling this dog is feeling a lot healthier than it did earlier today.
Awesome.
I'm seeing as I probably saw stuff like that in my
Yeah.
time in the Coliseum. I'm just kind of
Yep.
like, yeah, you gotta
Good
get
dog.
a meal when you can. Good dog.
She goes, for you, the teeth, were a little hard. But I have this, and she presents to you something very interesting. She's taken the teeth and she's divvied them up into sections about half an inch long, and it looks like she's ran leather through the center of each of them, but it's all kind of braided together, creating a very interesting leather and otiug tooth belt.
Ooh.
She goes, that's pretty much all I can really do with this. There you go. And again,
tell you
I
the
will get
truth,
you. I will get you the stats for that.
To tell you the truth, I don't know what I was expecting, but I looked down at my worn belt. It could use replacing.
All right. I'm gonna go lie down now, cause it's a lot of work, and I'm very small, as I'm sure
You
you
did
noticed.
excellent. Thank you so much.
Okay. And she kind of like, at this point, she kind of stands up and she kind of kicks the side of her of her table, of her little stand, and it just kind of folds amongst itself, and she just kind of picks it up like a briefcase and walks away.
Nice.
And with
Alas,
that-
did you just?
Did I want?
It folded up like.
Yeah,
Most-
it was really cool.
That's
Halflings,
very
right?
interesting. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Tanner.
No, it's fine.
All right,
So with
that's it.
that, you guys have the rest of the evening to do what you please. It's about 2 p.m. So what would you all like to do?
First of all, does anybody know what this is? And I hold out the leather strap thing with the ivory handle. I have no idea what it is. I mean, it looks cool, but what is it?
Can I roll a history check to see if I would recognize it? Or Arcana?
Ooh.
Can I roll a
Um,
BDSM check?
I'm gonna say you don't need to roll too much. It looks like a whip.
Ah, okay. Okay, well, I guess I have a whip now. Interesting.
I will get you the stats for that once I write them out.
And
Well, hold
these-
on, actually, I
these
might be able to.
fabulous as fuck gloves.
Yeah, just like super gay fingerless gloves, yes.
I fucking love them.
A little side question.
Yes.
With that ring, is there anything I have to do to tune it, or is it just kind of like
Nope.
I think about it real hard and just like it's good?
I think about it real hard.
You just have to spend an hour with it.
Okay, and I got that time now. Okay.
Man, halflings.
Halflings, am I right?
Yeah, that is the one I was talking about. Okay.
We should leave this silly place as soon as possible, I believe. Right, Quirin?
Agreed.
Ah, there he is. Well, I suppose I'll tend to the cart. And I'll go and
Last
start.
agreed.
I ain't sticking around, so yeah, if we're going, I'm going with you.
What? What happened with the fog?
I don't know.
I just, you disappeared there for a moment. And as long as you're okay.
Does he not look okay? He's normal.
Quirin, you're infected by a slad, and yet for all reasons you look normal. Agreed?
That is because we know, and we were in the fight. He was facing random bandits. I don't think he took any damage. So he looks fine. The other one was a magical effect from something out of this plane.
Just a little
What
note on
I'm
that. I wasn't in fact damaged. Good call, Quirin.
See?
Very
Very
tempting.
well, I was just asking. Just trying to be polite. God, I
Thanks,
feel
Mom.
awful.
I'm good.
Alright, let's go get that cart ready.
All right.
I'm already doing that.
So I'm
Where's
gonna say you guys get the
Zane?
cart together.
He's around.
Zane's just kind of there, keeping quiet. He looks. don't know.
Just coming
How
down from a
does
stone.
just, yeah. I don't know. How does Zane look right now?
I don't know, bored.
Okay.
That's pretty normal, though.
Welcome to shopping episodes.
Yeah.
Shopping episode, get the things, buy the stuff.
All right. So with that, you all get your cart together. You pack up. You're giving your food. And which direction are you heading? North, east, south, or west?
Quinn, what direction is the Jade Basin? Do you know?
West.
Suppose we head west and then on to Swordbreak.
Only because Karamat told us.
And with that, you head outside the walls of Ashbourne. down the path, leaving the happiest little town that can fuck right off behind. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
And then it was mysteriously burned down.